Now, South Africa's poultry industry is reeling, we read, due to the sharp increase in feed prices. What does this mean? Well, it's dashing hopes for a strong recovery in a sector that has suffered a jobs bloodbath in recent years. The general manager of the South African Poultry Association is Izaak Breitenbach, and he says the industry is struggling to stay afloat due to abnormally high grain prices, all as a result of a drought in the United States, and that is combined with China buying up global grain stocks. Mr. Breitenbach, good afternoon to you and welcome. First of all, the industry at the moment, have I described it adequately, and do you think it's an industry that can be saved?
Absolutely. Your summary of the industry is very much correct. If we look at prices of poultry products and we compare exactly this time last year to exactly this time this year, the price of chicken has actually gone down by R2 a kilo. And if we look at what happened in terms of maize and soya prices, that has gone up by about 200% in terms of feed cost. So the country or the producers are out of pocket completely. I think what is important in the news yesterday that we have announced that we found dumping by 5 more countries, Brazil and 4 European countries, and if you add to that four countries against which we already have dumping duties, we can see what the problem for this industry is that we need to solve.
At what point does the industry throw in the towel and is forced to increase prices?
The line broke up a bit there. I would say that what we are currently doing in terms of the master plan is exactly what we should be doing. And we will see a better industry by the end of this year if we are granted the anti-dumping duties. We have one fundamental problem, and that is the dumped product in South Africa. We're cost competitive. We can compete with any country in the world in terms of cost per kilo.
How do you stop the dumping?
There's only one remedy for dumping, and that is anti-dumping tariffs. The second one would be, and that is not covered in the anti-dumping tariff, is where product is underdeclared or product is declared under the wrong tariff heading where the tariffs are not paid. And we are actively working on those. I think the concern from a consumer point of view is that when we hear the word anti-dumping duty, it means increases in prices. That is not necessarily true. If we look at the countries that's got the lowest production cost in the world, they produce 99% of their product. I'm talking about America and I'm talking about Brazil. If we talk about countries with extremely high poultry prices, it's countries like Ghana, where Ghana produced 95% of their poultry needs 20 years ago, and currently 5%. The price of chicken in that country is more than double what it is in South Africa.
Just a final one. If we are internationally competitive, as you say, why are we not exporting more?
We are absolutely trying to export. We've already opened up the UAE. We're focusing on Saudi Arabia and the European Union. I think what the answer to that question is not because we can't export or not willing to export, but we are effectively kept out of those countries like the European Union to export to those countries because of phytosanitary measures. And these measures are not really...
At that point, I think the line has died, but we are going to leave it there. General Manager of the South African Poultry Association, Izaak Breitenbach, also a very disturbing turn of events.